Hello guys, I'm Timothy Earle with Earle Sports Bets and Picks and Parlays, and welcome back to another edition of Ballin with Tim Earle. And today we've got some hockey to talk to you guys about. We got 4 games. We'll talk about the early game, which is Minnesota and Ottawa. We'll be talking Edmonton, Tampa Bay, Islanders, and Calgary. And then we'll finish it out with Pittsburgh and Carolina. Before we jump into it, all of our plays are over on the picksandparlays.net website, picksandparlays.net/Tim. That's where you can get all sports, $70. All of those over there, including both basketballs, both footballs, and hockey. So lots of stuff over at picksandparlays.net/Tim. And then make sure you guys are following us on all social medias, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. Let's jump into the first game, which is the early game. And it's not really it's a versus because this one's over in Sweden. Wild and the Senators. Wild at -120. 6.5 is your total. And you get a Wild team that's just been reeling. They've lost 3 in a row, 7 out of 9, where the only wins they had were against both New York teams, against the Rangers and the Islanders. So not really a Wild team that's looking good as of late. Up against an Ottawa team that's kind of looking like they're turning it around. They've won 3 out of their last 4. They've already won a game in Sweden, a 5-4 overtime win versus the Red Wings. And when it comes to it, I'm just going to ride the better team at the moment, and that is the Senators. Getting them at even money, I think, is a good spot. We'll continue to fade the Wild until they prove me wrong. We'll head over to Edmonton and Tampa Bay. Edmonton -120 with a total of 6.5. And we're going to go back on it. We're going to go to Edmonton. Yes, this game was really rough to start the year. They've won 3 straight games now. At Seattle, at home versus New York, the Islanders, and at home versus Seattle again. So they've won 3 games in a row after starting off really, really rough. And this Tampa Bay team has lost 3 out of their last 4. They won their last game 4-2 against Chicago, but come on. I think it's going to be a rough game for the Tampa Bay. Edmonton started to catch their wheels. This could be a dangerous team coming up. We'll go ahead and grab them -120. Let's jump over to the Islanders and the Flames. Flames -140 with a total of 5.5. And I'm going to go a little bit different with this one because one thing that we've noticed a lot lately, especially the last 2 games for the Islanders, is that they're going to overtime a lot. And I'm going to be grabbing the draw in this game. I think this game could be 2-2, 3-3 after, or 1-1, 2-2, 3-3 after 3 periods. And I think this one goes into overtime. Even though we've only seen 2 games of overtime for Calgary, this Islanders team is going to overtime like crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and ride the Islanders overtime streak. We'll grab the draw +330. This one will be a lesser bet than the other 3 so far. Final game we'll talk about is the Canes and the Pens. Canes are -175. 6.5 is the total. And we're going to go ahead and grab the over in this game. Yes, I know Carolina has been a heavy under team as of late, but this Pittsburgh's team is not. This Pittsburgh's team has been an over team. They've been scoring in their last in their little 5-1 streak. They've gone over in 4 out of the 6 games. And the only games that they didn't, they shut out their opponents. I don't see them shutting out Carolina. I could easily see this one being 3-3 at some point. I do lean a little bit towards Pittsburgh in this game, but I'm not in the business of fading Carolina at home. So we're going to just go ahead and take the over. I think we get some goals here in Carolina. Those are the 4 free picks for Ballin' Out today. Once again, if you guys are interested in grabbing the 1-week pass, $70, picksandparlays.net/Tim. That's where you can find all of our plays, along with following us on social medias. Recap time, we'll grab the Senators +100 in Sweden. We'll grab the Edmonton Oilers -120. We'll grab the draw in the Islanders game, smaller bet there. And then we'll grab the over in Pittsburgh. That's going to do it for this edition of Ballin' Out with Tim Earle. Thank you guys for watching, and